So everyone tells you to get users first and worry about revenue later. Start with a free plan, build an audience, then figure out how to monetize. Sounds logical, right? Well, that's exactly what's killing most startups today. Even MailChimp, one of the most successful freemium companies, didn't start with a free plan. In fact, they spent years as a premium-only product before introducing their famous free tier. In this video, I'm going to show you why starting with premium before freemium can actually accelerate your path to product market fit and exactly how to do it. Hi there, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ash Moria. I'm an entrepreneur and author and the creator of the popular one-page business modeling tool, Lean Canvas, used by millions of founders around the world. On this channel, I share systematic strategies and techniques for starting and growing a business. So let me start by explaining why the freemium first approach is so tempting yet ultimately flawed. The thinking goes that when launching a new product, you should lower friction by giving it away for free so that you can learn from users, let them try before they buy, and then set pricing based on what they'd be willing to pay. While this sounds perfectly reasonable, here's what actually happens. First, you end up with low or no conversions. Why does this happen? Because many founders tend to give away too much under their free plan. I think the main reason for this is that most first-time founders are like artists. They want to see their art, their product be appreciated and used by as many people as possible and are not comfortable around pricing, and so they just tend to give away the farm. The second reason is that without any product usage data to guide you, it's impossible to know where to draw the line between free and premium features, and so you guess, and here again tend to veer towards giving away more than you should and end up with overly generous free plan. This was certainly the case with my first product, Boxcloud, which was a large file sharing product. I had no problems attracting thousands of users and even getting rave reviews from them, but I only had a few dozen paying customers. The rest of them managed to happily live within my free tier, which I would painfully discover a few months down the road was overly generous. This brings me to my second challenge with a freemium first approach: drowning in a sea of data. Free certainly attracts more users, and more users means more data. Now, while this sounds like a good thing, when conversions are low, your data often doesn't tell you what you don't already know, that no one is buying. You already know that not enough people are buying, but what your metrics don't clearly tell you is why. Now, to get to why, you might start investing in more analytics and reports and tools. Today, we certainly live in a world where, especially for digital products, you can measure almost anything these days, but instead of gaining clarity, you end up getting more lost in the sea of non-actionable data. The fastest way then to get to why is by talking to your users, but first, most free users don't want to talk to you, and those that do end up giving you bad or not so good advice, which is the third pitfall when adopting a freemium first approach. Now, to be fair, your users aren't intentionally trying to mislead you, but because you asked how to make your product better, they're just trying to be helpful, and they come up with a list of hypothetical features that they think would make your product better. But even after you build everything they asked for, they still don't buy, and instead come up with a new laundry list of features. With my freemium product Boxcloud, my free users would regularly send me on such wild goose chases, and I had completely given up on talking to my users until one of my advisors strongly suggested that I focus not on talking to users, but to my paying customers. I got a few of them on the phone, and they weren't who I expected. I thought I was building a general-purpose B2C file-sharing product, but most of my paying customers were B2B customers. They told me I had an overly generous free plan. I still remember this one conversation with one of my paying customers who told me that he didn't need to upgrade, but did so because he liked my product and didn't want to see me go out of business. He even suggested that I raise my prices. The next tier up from free was just $9 a month, and he told me that he had been paying hundreds of dollars before he started using my product and that I could easily charge the same. You can probably guess what I did next. I got rid of freemium, repositioned the product for B2B customers, and 10x'd my prices. Sure, I had a bunch of unhappy free users to deal with in the short term, but over the next few weeks, my conversion rate didn't go down, but up, and I doubled the number of paying customers at 10x my original price. I created a more detailed video on this story. If you're interested, you can check it out over here. Now, I don't want you to get the idea that I'm anti-freemium. I'm actually not. I use freemium in many of my products today, like Lean Canvas, but only after I validated and understood the value equation of my business model. In the next section, I'll outline my 5-step approach for how to do this. Step 1, start with the premium side of freemium first. The key insight here is recognizing that freemium is a marketing tactic and not a business model. You need to first build a working business model, and there is no business in a business model without revenue, which is why I now launch all my products by charging on day one. Your pricing model is one of your riskiest assumptions that can make or break your business model, and I don't recommend deferring that to later. Once you have the beginnings of a working business model, you can then always back into free if that makes sense for your product. Let's look at MailChimp again. Everyone knows them for their freemium model, but few realize they spent years building a powerful, profitable product first, where they ran countless pricing experiments before even considering a free plan. Step 2, launch with a single pricing plan. I see too many founders launch with plans targeting everyone from solo founders to enterprise companies. Yes, I've made this mistake too. But I don't anymore because having more plans creates more work, and more importantly, it's a distraction. It may seem like having 5 ways to make money will help you grow 5 times faster, but optimizing just one way of making money is hard enough. Plus, remember that especially when you're starting, you don't yet have enough information to correctly segment your features into multiple plans. So you're better off just focusing on a single plan and getting it to work first. Step 3, focus on early adopters. Your singular plan should be targeted at a singular customer segment for exactly the same reasons. Having a clear customer segment in mind helps you prioritize features and pricing based on what your early adopters are willing to pay for today. And here's another counterintuitive insight I learned over the years. Early adopters aren't price sensitive. True early adopters are as visionary as you are and are highly motivated to derive the value of your product at a fair price. The B2B customer who advised me to bill less and raise my pricing was the textbook definition of an ideal early adopter. And here's my counter argument to the learning justification for freemium. You don't need lots of users to learn, just a few good early adopters will do. Your goal should be to model your product after customers who buy what you have, not users who may never buy. Step 4, use time-based trials or money-back guarantees instead of freemium. For certain products, it helps to build in some kind of risk reduction or risk reversal into your offer. For that, I recommend using a time-based trial or money-back guarantee. Time-based trials like a 30-day trial force a conversion decision at the end of 30 days, which allows you to learn and iterate faster. They're a great forcing function for keeping you accountable. When someone's trial expires, you get a clear yes or no, not the endless maybe of freemium. Money-back guarantees, on the other hand, have the added benefit of quickly separating your users from your customers. They also create a great forcing function where you get to make a big promise that you have to keep to earn the sale, which aligns with my philosophy of deliver value or go home. And step 5, consider adding free plans as a marketing tactic as a follow-on. Once you understand your product's usage patterns from your paying customers, you are then in the best position to design an effective free plan. When you do this well, a freemium plan should work a lot like a time-based trial where users naturally outgrow it at a predictable point in their journey. I was able to, for instance, determine where to set my file sharing limits once I understood the usage patterns of my customers. At that point, it was easy to offer a freemium model that I knew people would outgrow just after 30 days. And the reason, of course, to consider freemium at this stage is to take advantage of the irrationality of free. Most people assume a somewhat linear relationship between price and demand, but once you hit free, which is like a divide by zero, demand shoots up non-linearly. And this is the key to unlocking the true power of freemium. If you found this video helpful and want more battle-tested insights like this, consider signing up to my free Just Start course that I'll link in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.